Greetings, champions, and welcome to Live with Chatufa. As the war in Mozambique continues on and on, Venancio Mondlane is considered the only opposition leader to shake Frelimo to the core. Indeed, I think this conclusion and assessment is realistic because the man really has shown quite some extraordinary leadership skills that he has employed in in Mozambique that has shown the kind of resistance that we are seeing right now against Frelimo. The man is coordinating from outside the country using social media, but the way that the responses that are coming from the people, you would really wonder whether their commander is really outside. This has shown so much unity within the Mozambican citizens that is quite very surprising, because the pressure is happening almost everywhere, in the growth points, in the villages, in the cities, in the towns. It seems almost everywhere there is resistance. We've seen universities and university graduates, even during graduation, shouting out the name of Venancio Mondlane during a time of graduation where most of the leaders of universities, professors and the like, and the chancellors are said to be leaders also of Frelimo. So this really is just a sign that the Mozambican people are up in arms and are not going to bow down. And this really is something that we really need to admire because it has shown such great success, right? Somebody saying here, the man has successfully rendered Mozambique ungovernable and undoubtedly shaken up the Frelimo regime with the use of Facebook, exhibiting the indubitable power of social media in modern day revolutions. We wish him and all Mozambicans well. Indeed, the man has shown quite so much resilience, and the struggle that he has started is really gaining ground so much. It's not surprising, really, where we are going in the new year, that we might find Venancio Mondlane being, inaugurated as the next Mozambican president, and that is going to be a big egg on Mnangagwa's face after Mnangagwa and ZANU-PF have interfered in this election, have tried to rig the election on behalf of Frelimo, and have caused many Zimbabweans, up to almost 300,000 Zimbabweans, having voted for Frelimo to make sure that Frelimo wins. But if that fails, Mnangagwa will have failed big time. And whether Frelimo continues to hold on to power or not, Mnangagwa will still be on the losing end, because the demonstrators right now are targeting to close the Zimbabwean borders, and also they are going after the pipeline that brings oil to Zimbabwe. And if this happens, this is really going to be a serious blow to ZANU-PF. If that pipeline is attacked, I'm telling you, ZANU-PF will be plunged into nothingness. And whichever way, Mnangagwa is not going to win this struggle, because if he continues to, to tell Frelimo to hold on to power, the fight is not going to end soon, because the people of Mozambique are really very organized, and they really want to see change happening in their country. So the battle is on, and the leadership is so united with its people. And we have had quite a lot of reports that are coming out to say that even those that are in Frelimo are saying that they are also tired, and quite a lot of supporters of Frelimo have joined also the protesters. And I was talking to some guys who are on the ground in Mozambique, and they were actually saying this is what is happening. Many people that were supporting Frelimo in Mozambique have moved away, and they are joining the masses. In the early days of the demonstrations, we once saw some small groups of people that were said to be supporters of Frelimo, who were marching, putting on some red, and they were saying that they are marching in support of victory. But of late, those groups have disappeared after they started getting some attacks. Each one who is seen putting on a Frelimo t-shirt it would be attacked mercilessly, and they've stopped that. And they've seen that finally the only way to survive is probably to join the rest of the masses. That is one thing that has become a great blow to Frelimo in Mozambique. So Nyusi, having fled his presidential palace, we haven't heard reports so far that he's back there. He has seen that the struggle is getting serious. It is getting so intensive, and he had to decide to flee for his life and had to go and hide somewhere far away. So we are watching to see what is going to be happening in Mozambique on the 23rd, as we have heard that they are going to be announcing the final result, and considering that some rigging machinery and tactics have been also unveiled by the opposition. We don't know what the Electoral Commission is going to be announcing on the 23rd, but whichever way the announcement goes, Mozambican people have already vowed that there is not going to be Christmas this year, because Christmas is going to be happening while they are in the streets and fighting for their freedom. And I think this is really something that we have seen for the very first time, the kind of unity, the kind of resistance, resilience that we have experienced from the Mozambican people. And all that we are saying is Frelimo must understand the will of the people. If they continue to fight against the will of the people, I don't see them succeeding where we are going, because the pressure will continue to be on and on. And if they announce that they've won on the 23rd, it's not surprising that the resistance is going to be worse. We are going to be seeing more fires burning in the streets of Mozambique. And I don't see it going to be working to the advantage of Frelimo. The country remains ungovernable. And if they are not going to find ways of making this war to stop, and people coming maybe to the negotiating table and discuss, that can be the only way that could bring solution to the crisis that Mozambique is in. Mnangagwa and SADC have decided to pretend as if there is no problem in Mozambique, but Mozambican people, they've indicated that they have nothing to do with Mnangagwa or SADC. They will fight until victory is certain. So this is what is happening, family: a fight for freedom, a fight for the emancipation of the people of Mozambique. And we are saying kudos, and we say aluta continua to the Mozambican people. Their fight is our fight. What is happening to them is also the same scenario that is happening in Zimbabwe with ZANU-PF. These ruling parties have continued to exchange notes on how to oppress and further oppress their own people. And now the time has come for the freedom of the people. So this is what it is, family, giving you updates of what is happening in the neighboring countries. Otherwise, remain blessed till we meet again in the upcoming show. Shalom.